Now, you can stop your breakup or divorce, even if your situation looks way beyond repair. I'm not going to mess about here. I know you're in pain and I know you want your partner back as soon as possible. I'm not even going to call them your ex, because you don't want that. You want them back with you where they belong. That can happen, but it's up to you to make it happen. If you do nothing, you will soon have lost them forever. You know how good a catch they are, and soon others will too. So you need to take action right now. You need to know what to do to get them back. You know you want to, but you just don't know how. That's why you're here. I know how much it hurts, and I know how desperate you are. But so far, you've already taken the first step. But it's only the first step. Don't worry, if you're prepared to do what I say, you will have them back. I promise. I will show you exactly what to do, and exactly what to say, and exactly when to say it, to get your lover right back in your arms. Especially if you appear to be the only one who's trying. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, and what works, guaranteed. How would you even like most of it done for you? How would you like to benefit from exactly the same proven techniques that international celebrities pay thousands of dollars for? How would you like me to use all of my skill to make you feel better in a matter of minutes? That's right, you are literally minutes away from feeling okay again. But let me be straight with you, some of what you'll learn is not strictly ethical. So if that's a problem for you, I suggest that you either give up or go and find some tame, watered down, mass market alternative. This is what really works. But I appreciate it's not for everyone. It's only for you if you are totally serious about getting your ex back fast. In my book, All is Fair in Love and War, and I am on your side now. It's also one of the reasons that I just can't tell you who I am. All I can tell you is that when you open the glossy magazines and see stories of celebrities and even royalty transforming their lives, like losing lots of weight very quickly, or overcoming their addictions, and of course, getting back together after high-profile breakup, then chances are that I, or someone like me, is right there in the shadows. There are not many who have the skill, perhaps only 5 others worldwide. But they're not going to help you. I am. I really wish I could tell you more about me, but if you read those magazines or watch primetime TV around the world, you will likely have heard of me already. But the fact remains that my high-profile, high-powered clients who pay me thousands of dollars to fix their problems would sack me in a heartbeat, and my career would be in ruins if they knew that I am sharing my cutting-edge, proven psychological secrets with you. So you might rightly be wondering why I'm prepared to risk my high-profile career to help you. It's a fair question until you know that I have been there. I have been in exactly the same pain as you are right now, and I know firsthand that you will do anything to make that pain go away. It's a pain like no other. You can't sleep, you can't eat. I lost 14 pounds in a week. The only thing that would take the pain away was getting them back. So I turned my attention to exactly that, to using all of my skill to getting my love back. And remember, I really am one of the very best in the world at this. I tried everything I could think of, and because I take no chances, I noted down what works and what didn't. And I found that to my absolute astonishment, everything I thought would work didn't. It just pushed us further and further apart. And the more I tried, the further apart we became. Until I discovered something quite remarkable. I discovered the secret of making anyone fall back in love with you. And you know what? It's a lot easier than you think. But just now, things you used to love are just a painful reminder of them. I couldn't even bring myself to sleep in our bed because it was just too painful. And seeing their toothbrush brought tears to my eyes. You can't bear to look at photographs, and yet you're strangely drawn to them, as if some part of you wants to torture you a little bit further. You run through all the conversations that you should have had, but you didn't. And all the ones you did that you really shouldn't. If only you could get a second chance. I will give you that second chance. Guaranteed. Doesn't matter if you've been apart for a while. It doesn't matter if you've just broken up now. And it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. And it definitely doesn't matter how attractive you are. You can have your love back faster than you think. But only if you give up on your old, dangerous thinking right now. The longer you continue to think and act the way you have been, the further away your ex will become. You will actually be pushing them into the arms of someone else. What you've been doing isn't working. You know that already. That's why you're here. So please, stop it now. I know you're really hurting right now. I know you just want to start getting them back immediately. But before I tell you exactly how to recapture your ex-lover's mind and then their heart, how to wipe the slate clean without them even realising it, and turn back time to when you were happy, even if you feel right now that your situation is hopeless, too messed up, or just plain too damn complicated, I'm going to show you right here the first thing you need to do. But first, I need you to know that there is hope. Most relationships, in fact I would say all relationships, can be salvaged. You might find it difficult to believe, but almost every breakup, for whatever reason, infidelity, distance, lack of trust, lost passion, lost interest, stolen heart, worse, even the worst situations you can imagine. It doesn't matter if you were a rock star whose wife cheats on him while he's away on tour, or a criminal who's got back together with girlfriend or wife after being put away for years. More likely, you're just a regular person with a broken heart. So what I'll teach you might be a bit of overkill. You know, a bit like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. But why take the chance? I'm going to make 100% sure you get them back.
If you're ready to take action right now, then click on the big button. That's right, that's all you have to do to start getting your love back straight away. Click the big button right now and take action.
There is hope. But look, I can almost see you sitting there shaking your head. Totally natural. And I'm not going to give you some hard sell. You don't need false promises. Maybe part of you is even wishing I'd just get on with it and cut to the chase and tell you what you need to do. I will show you exactly what you need. But you're not in the right frame of mind just now. First, let me help you. Do this. Think about this. Attraction is just not logical. And just because you want it doesn't mean it's going to happen. If you chase anything, all that happens is that it runs away from you. You need to do what I know to get them coming back to you. Even when you go fishing, it's the fish that bites the hook. And you need to be in the right place to get them biting again. You cannot chase a fish up and down a riverbank trying to hook it. It just doesn't work like that. But in effect, that's what you've probably been trying to do so far. Let me show you what you should be doing instead. But in order to do that, first, think of couples that you know who have gotten back together. The girl who's taken the guy back or vice versa. I know some really good friends who broke up very badly. I think it was a coincidence that I was with him when he called her again. I doubt it. Draw your own conclusions, but they're now married, have 2 beautiful children, and they're one of the happiest couples I know. And I bet you know couples just like that too. I bet you know at least one person who has taken their lover back after an affair or unfaithfulness or even worse. Now just think about your own life for a second. Have you ever changed your mind? Well, yes, of course you have. And did begging by someone else make you change your mind? No, not ever. Like I said, attraction is just not logical. I bet you even know someone who's taken their partner back when they really shouldn't have. Attraction is just not about logic. It's about animal attraction. It's about psychology. Couples make up every day, regardless of the situation and regardless of logic. So why is it that if you and I can both easily think of couples who have gotten back together, even under the most unlikely of circumstances, well then there must be something that you're missing. Perhaps those couples just stumbled across it by accident, but the fact remains that there must be a way that works, right? And it's not the way you've been doing it. There must be a secret of reigniting passion and recapturing lost love. A plan that if you follow it to the letter will get you back together. You managed to press all the right buttons in the first place when you got together, so you know it's possible. Stick with me and I will tell you exactly what that proven plan is. Those other people you know, they're lucky. They've stumbled across something close to the secret quite by chance. And in my experience of watching and helping people in pain every day, the ones who manage to fix it by themselves do so by a combination of pain and luck. It's mostly by accident, by chance, and you do not want to leave anything to chance. Allow me to repeat, they did it mostly by accident. But imagine what if they said that melted the other's heart, and what they did to make them really want them again. Imagine if that could be written down in an easy to follow, hand-holding guide. Basically, I have bottled what I know works. Now imagine if you found that bottle, and you had a bottle opener to release its powerful and life-changing contents, to erase old hurts, to reignite physical and emotional passion again, to turn back time to a time when your relationship was fresh and new and exciting, when you had great sex and you just couldn't get enough of each other. Do you remember those days? Well, you don't want anyone else having them with your love, do you? Someone else getting close to them, sharing intimate moments, finding out what their favourite is in the bedroom, and your lover trying to please your new partner the way they used to do for you, until it all went wrong that day. You don't want to think about any of that stuff. That would be just way too painful for words. But that's what will happen if you don't take action and stop and claim your love back right now. You have everything you need right at your fingertips, and I will personally reprogram you for love. Actually, it's more like a fast track to animal attraction and happiness. They won't know what's hit them, or be able to help themselves from running straight back into your arms when you use what I will show you very soon. You see, there is a recipe for love, as well as a recipe for winning back and keeping someone's interest, desire, passion, heart, and love. But you know what? If I were you, and remember I've been there, I would be feeling somewhat skeptical right now. That's totally fine. I'm not just going to tell you what you want to hear, like so many others on the internet. So many others who just fill you with false hope and take your money. You are fragile right now, and you need to be cared for. You need to be looked after and above all, guided with exactly what you need to do, step by step, so that you don't even need to think for yourself. As you know, I'm a world leader in persuasion. My advice and skill is sought out by people who have limitless resources, access to the very best help that money can buy. And they choose me. A-list celebrities, people whose movies you paid to see. Clients have flown halfway around the world to see me. Tour buses have pulled up outside my house so the singer can have a private session. I even treat royalty. And now, you don't need false hope, you need results. And that's what I'm going to give you. I will even guarantee it for you. But first, and to put your mind completely at rest, I'm going to show you some concrete proof that I know what you're going through. When I was sitting where you are, this is exactly what happened to me. First of all, I lost my appetite. I lost 14 pounds in a week. And I'm not a big guy. But that was then followed by binge and comfort eating. I called my ex, several times a day, hoping that they'd answer, and part hoping that they wouldn't, just so that I could hear their voice on the machine. I sent texts and emails constantly with suggestions and apologies, even apologies for things I had not done. Do you constantly check your email and voicemail to see if they'd called? You're thinking non-stop about all the reasons why they really left, and replaying conversations in your head looking for clues. You're feeling massively depressed, even having urges to spy on them, to ask friends what they think about everything all of the time, and endlessly rehearsing what you should have said and what you would say if only they'd give you another chance. Here's the news. Everyone does that. Everyone does it, and more or less in the same way. And when you do get a chance to speak to them, your mind goes into overdrive and your emotions are all over the place. Pleading, giving up your power and sense of self, total desperation. Then anger and frustration at the unfairness of it. These conversations never work out well. They only ever make things worse, and they only ever make them far less likely to speak to you again. Please, stop it now. Stop doing it to yourself. How many of these mistakes have you already made? You try to convince them that they really are the love of your life. You apologise profusely for everything and anything. You promise to change for good this time. You try to get them to see that it really wasn't your fault. And then that, okay, it was your fault and you're sorry. You even beg them to take you back. You excuse whatever they have done to hurt you and you offer them the world in return. But remember what I said. Chase anything and it runs away. Simple as that. What may be very well intended will only ever close them down and push them further away. But think about it. If they did give you another chance, do you really feel to blame for everything? No, I didn't think so. So this is the voice of fear talking in your head. You're talking from a place of fear and pain, and that is the first thing that we need to change. I need to get you out of pain and start thinking straight again. So stop chasing them right now. Seriously, please stop it. Let me help you before it's too late. There really is nowhere else to learn this stuff. Let me help you. Like I said, the first thing I need to do for you is to take the pain away. There are hundreds of books, magazines, manuals on everything. Help with fixing cars, PCs, gardening, everything except any useful information on the one area of your life that can cause you so much hurt, so much upset. It's like grief. There are even books on coping with grief, yet there's nothing, till now, credible on how to fix a broken relationship. Nothing that helps you feel better straight away and then guide you to get your love back. The few things that are out there are honestly, in my opinion, worse than useless. You need an expert. You need someone proper, not an internet marketer trying to relieve you of some cash by tugging at your heartstrings. You need to know what really works, what to do, what to say, and when to say it, step by step by step, until they're right back in your arms. Remember, I am very qualified to help you. Possibly the only one who can, because I have looked at all the stuff available, and while at very best it's well-meaning, it's just not that effective. You don't just need tips or a bit of advice. You need someone who can sort things out properly, get you out of pain, get you back on your feet, and get you back in your relationship. I can do all of that for you. How would you like to have an internationally renowned mind master right there in your corner, telling you exactly what to do and say, and reprogramming your own brain to remove the emotional pain and make the rest easy for you? How would you like most of it done for you? How would you like to benefit from exactly the same proven techniques that international celebrities and even royalty pay thousands of dollars for? How would you like me to use all of my skill to make you feel better in a matter of minutes? Remember, you are literally minutes away from feeling okay again.
If you're ready to take action right now, then click on the big button. That's right, that's all you have to do to start getting your love back straight away. Click the big button right now. Take action.
Your ex will wonder what on earth has happened to you. They'll be curious beyond belief, and you will be totally in control of yourself and the situation in just a few minutes from now. I can put your happiness back in your hand. But first, I do have to warn you. I know I've said it before, but I only use extremely potent, proven psychological techniques. I must warn you in the strongest possible terms. My advice and methods are powerful, really powerful. Do you think I'd be flown halfway around the world by my private clients if they weren't? These people don't want tea and sympathy. They want and get results. And so will you. Only the other day, I was asked at short notice to do a session for a senior member of a major royal family. I said no, because I'd already arranged to have dinner with my friend and his family. Now you're free to make up your own mind about that, but surely that's the guy you want on your side. The guy who turns down a queen to keep his word to his friend's daughter. I did treat my royal client the following afternoon, and you know what? She immediately reported a 300% improvement in her situation in the following 24 hours. She then tried to book me again before she left the country, but I just couldn't do the session because I was spending the weekend with my other half. The bottom line is that I'm in such high demand because what I do works. There's no amount of books or theory that can make up for the real world experience that I have under my belt. My money is always on the guy with the proven real world track record and experience, any day. Obviously I can't be there with you personally, but I've done the very next best thing. In fact, I think it's even better. I've put all my years of experience, my best and most powerful techniques, and even a very special mind reprogramming, life-changing recording into an easy-to-follow system that I guarantee will work for you. Again, I must warn you right now, these techniques and strategies are not for the faint-hearted. They are for the broken-hearted, who want their lover back fast. This is a highly potent combination of all my years of experience and the very latest cutting-edge proven psychological techniques. This is all you need to know and do. There's no waffle, there's no messing about. But remember, there's also very little conventional wisdom either. My system has been proven consistently to work, but unless you're in the inner circle of persuasion psychology, then I very much doubt that you'll ever have heard any of these techniques before. But please do not use them for harm. Please do not use them to break up a relationship. Please do not use them to hurt anyone. Just like a gun or a knife, these techniques and principles can be used for great good or grave harm. I've called the system the X Factor for two reasons. One is a cute play on words that made me smile. But secondly, and much more importantly, the secret to you getting what you want is not in anything logical or anything that you can put your finger on by yourself. It's in a magical mix of factors that I know and has been proven to work again and again regardless of your circumstances. It is, in my opinion and experience, that there are no impossible situations. Let me just show you. Put your mind completely at rest. Let me show you some proof that my methods work. Here's just a reminder of some of the places my work has been featured. USA Today, MSN, MTV, on the BBC, on Sky, in OK Magazine, in Elle Magazine, in Forbes Magazine. It goes on and on. I have hundreds of clippings from all over the world. And I've just completed a book on relationships for a major publisher. My last book was an international bestseller. And I really do wish I could tell you more about them. But like I said, here is the stuff I cannot put into the conventional press. This is the stuff you can't and will never be able to buy off the shelf or anywhere else. Look, I could go on and on now, but I feel like I'm labouring the point and you're in pain and I really want to help you immediately. There are no impossible situations. That's all you need to know right now. And what I've noticed in helping so many people is that there are underlying reasons and motives as to why their exes take them back. Motives that lay hidden from sight for most people. But once you understand them and you're given a little guidance on what to do and when to do it, it's like being handed the recipe for love. Not only because you'll be able to get your ex back, but you'll also be much better equipped to keep them in the long term. Great news, isn't it? But let's talk about what's inside. Let's talk about what I've put inside your X Factor that's going to help you. This is what you'll receive immediately when you download that. You'll be able to get out of pain so you can start thinking straight. Because as soon as you order, you'll receive a unique audiological neural repatterning program. This is the magic that takes me all over the world, helping the elite, the rich and famous. It's a bit like hypnosis, like reprogramming your subconscious mind to not only feel better almost immediately, but you can actually begin attracting your ex back into your life and into your arms. This result alone would cost you thousands of dollars if you could get me. And it works fast, and I'm guaranteeing your peace of mind, no question. Just download, sit back, and let me work my magic. You cannot get this anywhere else, and you cannot afford not to use every resource at your disposal. I am on your side. So I'll send you this unique audiological neural repatterning program first, so that you can get started in just a few minutes from now. But you know, there's more. I'll teach you what a broken heart really wants most. And if they don't get it from you, it's only a matter of time before they will look for it from someone else. You can get them back almost immediately once you master the simple technique. This is powerful stuff and not to be used lightly, so only use this if you really want them back. I'll share with you a little known secret that will guarantee you a second chance. You deserve it, and I'll make sure you get it. I'll tell you exactly why men leave women, and it's not for any of the reasons you might think. You will be as shocked as me, and most women can't answer this question. Men crave this one thing more than any other. Give it to them and they will be yours forever. I'll teach you how to know if they still care, how to unlock the giveaway clues that your ex leaves all over the place that says that you still have a special place in their heart, even if they say the exact opposite. I'll teach you how to know if they're with someone else and why this is not nearly as bad as you think. Look, I know you hate to think about them together with someone else, but virtually all rebound relationships fail. And when you know what to do, you can turn that fully to your advantage and get them right back in your arms. I'll teach you when to say sorry and when to keep quiet. It's all psychology, and you need to know what you're doing. You know other people can do it. Maybe you wonder what they have that you don't. Well, I'll show you. With the right setup, the right apology can have you back together almost immediately. But get it wrong, and even the most sincere apology will blow right up in your face. I'll teach you the fastest way back into their heart. This is so counterintuitive, it will never occur to you. But I'll show you exactly what to do. Just as chasing only ever chases them away, you must do this if you want them back, and back on the right terms. If you wish you could turn the clock back, I can show you how to do that too. I'll even teach you my instant hook technique. This is one of the most potent techniques I have ever shared. Only use this if you really want to hook them back into your life and keep them. I will show you only what works, but seriously, this stuff is rocket fuel. I'll teach you the exact phrases that will get you a date with them again, even, and in fact especially, if you appear to be the only one who's trying. They will be almost helpless to resist you. I'll teach you about sex. Yes, sex. You might have thought it was all over, but when you follow this to the letter, it's not a case of if, it's when. And I'll tell you exactly what to do and when you should have sex again during the process of reconciliation. It's not like when you were dating for the first time, and it's not like how it used to be, and both men and women get this completely wrong. Guys, you will speed up the process immensely armed with this information. Ladies, most of you nearly always destroy your chances because you sleep with them again too soon. Fact. I'll even teach you distance persuasion. I'll teach you exactly how to influence from afar, even if you don't think it's possible. It is, and this is one of the things my celebrity client would really rather you didn't know. People of power and influence have been using these secret techniques for centuries, but with my help, and only here, you can too. I'll teach you how to maximize the use of your audiological neuro repatterning program to automatically boost your self-esteem and self-confidence, to rekindle the romance that you had when your love was new. It's not impossible, it's inevitable if you do exactly what I say. You fell in love once. Do you remember when they were so into you? Well, they can be again, but you have to act now. I'll even teach you my mind worm technique, where if you follow my advice, they will not be able to get you out of their mind. You think about them all the time, so you know that's powerful. They will start calling you again. You will be shocked at the complete transformation you will create. I used it only yesterday with someone and it worked the very same day. He called me astonished that she had called him. And of course, once you're back together, I'll teach you the peacemaker. If you're afraid, like I was, afraid that you'd open up old wounds again once you were back, you can learn from the experience, but if you do the same old things, you'll get the same old result. I will show you how to calm arguments well before they even start, and how to finally get over those emotional sore bits. So simple, and it works. I swear this has got the X factor all on its own, and it only takes one person. So please, get started right here, right now. Click the big button. You are only minutes away from feeling better. Minutes away from starting to get your love back now. But again, I must warn you, the techniques and principles and advice you will receive in the X Factor are seriously potent and not to be used lightly. They have been refined with my private clients around the world, and I would love to help you next. Click download now to make that happen.